I'm sorry. I guess I don't have much space. I just got a new phone. I'm gonna have to get another card or something. I'm gonna have to do this in three parts apparently. Oh my freaking gosh! So where I left off before was just the name Isaac. That Joseph would be called Isaac, and that it turns into the word Saxons. Drop the I from Isaac, we have Sac. If you add son, you would have Isaac, you'd have Sac's son, or as we say it today, the Saxons. So today many confuse Anglo-Saxons with the German or Old Saxons who live in Germany. The German Saxons derive their old word "Sas," meaning sword or knife. These sword-carrying Germans are a different people from the Anglo-Saxons who migrated to Britain. So, but a lot of people believe they're the same thing. So, just like everything else, everything's a perspective. So when you look at all of this information together as a perspective, then that's when these pieces come together. So, each piece is going to have a counter argument to it, So, and this isn't, the tribes were lost, so it's not like people really know about this, So, this is really relevant. So in other words, when the British came over to America and called the Native Americans heathens and all that, if you listen to the audiobook of chapter 1 of the Dragonfly Sutra, where it goes over the name of Yahweh, Jah, what the name Yahweh means, YHWH, fire, water, air, and earth. And if you, through studying the Dragonfly Sutra, you become aware of the other 5 books of Moses. There weren't 5 books of Moses, there were 10. And Babylon takes them out, so Moses doesn't look like a magician. And then, like just in European history, when the Catholics killed all the witches and it was deadly to be a witch if they could get their hands on you and all that. So they turned Christianity into this thing that had roots in pagan holidays and that, but at the same time made it its own thing, and didn't let and killed they took what they wanted out of the old religion, and then made it illegal and deadly to be part of the old religion, because they made a new religion that was enforced, the Roman Catholic. So so the thing is that like when they came over on the Mayflower and that, my people, I'm related to the people they were on the Mayflower. We didn't know what the name of our own God was. We're calling them ignorant because they're shamans and all that, but our true religion was shaman, Yahweh, fire, water, air, and earth. We were, to know the truth and the connection with the Book of Thoth, which is the tarot deck and the Kabbalah and the real roots of the Bible and the Egyptian Book of the Dead and all the things that you'll learn when you study the Dragonfly Sutra. To be aware of these things, you realize that Moses was a witch, and the true religion is the religion of the shamans. It is shamanistic, and it does use witchcraft and that. And no wonder they don't read the Old Testament, and they take out any book. The Apocrypha and pseudepigraphical works have been taken out, so there's not dragons, and there's still some mention of dragons and unicorns and stuff, but they've done everything they can to make it, to kind of like cause this war with the heathens, but really it's the same religion. It's all the same religion, like goodness is goodness, no matter what the name of the religion, or the idea that there's one true religion is ridiculous, So now we know better, But the reason why America and Britain got so rich is because we had the birthright, okay? And it says, according to the scriptures, Manasseh, the United States, would be a melting pot, would have many people, would speak a different tongue from Hebrew, and would be a nation, and Ephraim would be a company of nations, the Commonwealth. And so again, you can study the book U.S. and Britain in Prophecy, and that I mentioned in the first video, and all this stuff's mentioned from the book of the Rasta Elijah. So we see that it's like why are white people, with all right now with these protests and the BLM and the rioting and the racism and systemic racism and all that, it's not we weren't made powerful. The British and the American people weren't, the USA people, we weren't made powerful because we were stronger, smarter, less heathenistic, more civilized, harder working, for no other reason than we had the birthright, and God promised we'd have that. But now that it's been given, we're going to fall apart, because of the consequences of sin, it was given to us, and through arrogance we think that it's because we earned it, but we didn't. It was just our birthright, and it was just part of God's plan, really. So according to Scripture, the power of our pride is going to be broken, and we're seeing that now. The power of our pride is broken. People are falling out of love of the country. We're being divided. More than ever. There's always been Democrat and Republican, but right now it's like turning into the Civil War and that, because we're going to be taken over, and there's going to be even more wars, like possibly a World War III. I'm not sure. At least an economic collapse, and hopefully not a nuclear war. It's I'm not really sure what's going to happen. It's not like I know. The prophets have astral projected from thousands of years ago and seen it, but they're from thousands of years ago. They don't even know what cars are or planes. And then there's all the Bible translation errors and all the manipulating in that. It's really, even if you know the Scriptures, we don't really know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen, and we're seeing it happen. The power of our pride is breaking. So like the Elijah and Bob Marley and these things and the implications of Selassie being the Lion of Judah, it kind of emphasizes all the right parts of the Scripture and the prophecy, so that you can start to see what matters and where to put your attention and your focus as you attempt to interpret everything. So and then